Welcome back to the Myth-Busting Massacre. Today we're destroying 6 more myths that have been gaslighting humanity for decades. Let's get into it. Chameleons change color to camouflage. Hollywood turned chameleons into stealth ninjas, but the truth is way cooler and weirder. Everyone thinks chameleons are nature's ninjas, blending into any background like reptilian invisibility cloaks. Green leaves? They go green. Sandy rock? Tan time. Total camouflage masters. Sounds cool, but it's mostly Hollywood nonsense. Chameleons don't change color to hide. They do it to communicate and regulate their body temperature. Think of their color shifts as mood rings, feeling aggressive or trying to impress a mate. Bright, bold colors. They're basically shouting, "Look at me," chilling out. Dull, muted tones. Too hot? They lighten up to reflect heat. Cold? They go darker to absorb warmth. Their skin is loaded with special cells called chromatophores and nanocrystals that mess with light reflection. This creates everything from subtle shifts to full-on rainbow mode. It's legitimately cooler than camouflage. But perfectly blending into the background like a stealth operative? No, that's a myth we invented because it sounded awesome. Chameleons are incredible creatures, but they're not trying to go invisible. They're just out here expressing themselves and staying comfortable. They're the mood ring lizards of the animal kingdom. Next is a myth that has kept people terrified in their own homes. Never wake a sleepwalker. This old wives' tale has probably gotten more people hurt than it's ever helped. Let's end this nonsense. If you've ever encountered a sleepwalker, someone probably whispered urgently, "Don't wake them. It's dangerous." The legend says waking a sleepwalker will give them a heart attack, send them into shock, or permanently break their brain. Some people say their soul might get trapped outside their body. Wild stuff. Terrifying, right? Also completely false. Waking a sleepwalker won't kill them. They might be confused, disoriented, or startled, but they'll be fine. Sleepwalking happens during deep sleep, so when you wake them, their brain is basically rebooting. They'll be groggy and have no clue what's happening, but they'll survive. The real danger isn't waking them. It's letting them wander around unconscious. Sleepwalkers have been known to walk outside in winter, fall downstairs, walk into traffic, and in extreme cases, even try to drive cars. So the best move? Gently guide them back to bed if possible. If that doesn't work, just wake them up. They'll be confused but alive. Don't let them stumble into traffic because you were worried about an old wives' tale from 1842. This saying sounds poetic and wise, but physics didn't get the memo. Lightning never strikes the same place twice. Beautiful metaphor. Inspiring life advice? Completely wrong. The lightning absolutely strikes the same place over and over again. In fact, tall structures are lightning magnets. The Empire State Building gets hit around 20 to 25 times every single year. That's almost twice a month during storm season. Why? Because lightning takes the path of least resistance. A giant metal tower sticking into the sky is basically screaming at lightning, "Hit me! I'm right here! I'm the tallest thing around." This myth probably became popular as a metaphor for unlikely events. Don't worry, bad luck won't happen twice. But in reality, lightning doesn't care about your sayings or your feelings. It just follows physics. So if you're standing under a tree that just got struck and thinking, well, statistically I'm safe now, you're not. You're actually in the most dangerous spot possible. Move. And if you're using this phrase to reassure yourself about something bad happening again, sorry, but nature didn't get the memo. Bad things absolutely can happen twice, sometimes 3 times. Life's fun like that. Speaking of things the ocean wants to kill you with, sharks can smell a drop of blood from miles away. Hollywood turned sharks into bloodhound missiles, but the truth is way less terrifying and way more interesting. Every shark movie ever. 1 drop of blood hits the water and 3 miles away, a great white locks onto you like a heat-seeking missile. Jaws' theme intensifies. You're doomed. Terrifying? Yes. Accurate? Not even close. Sharks do have an incredible sense of smell, one of the best in the animal kingdom. But the miles away thing is pure Hollywood exaggeration designed to sell tickets and nightmares. Sharks can detect blood at concentrations as low as 1 part per million. That's insanely sensitive, like detecting a single drop of blood in an Olympic-sized swimming pool. But it's not the same as detecting it across the entire ocean. Ocean currents, water temperature, and dilution all affect how far scent travels. In reality, sharks might detect blood from a few hundred feet away, not multiple miles. So no, if you get a paper cut in Florida, a shark in Australia isn't booking a flight to come investigate. That said, if you're bleeding in the water and a shark is nearby, it'll definitely notice. Sharks are opportunistic hunters and blood signals an easy meal. So maybe don't test this theory on purpose. But the whole miles away thing, that's just Spielberg messing with us. Again. Alright, from ocean myths to pirate legends, This next one is going to ruin every movie you've ever loved. Pirates made people walk the plank. Every pirate movie has this iconic scene, but real pirates were way less theatrical and way more efficient at murder. Picture this. The villain forces someone to walk the plank into shark-infested waters while the crew laughs maniacally. Dramatic music swells. It's peak pirate cinema, also almost entirely made up. Historical records show almost no evidence of real pirates doing this. There are maybe one or two vague accounts, but nothing concrete. Pirates weren't running theater productions out here. They were criminals in a hurry. Think about it. Time was money. Ships had schedules. Making someone balance on a wooden board, take tiny steps, and dramatically fall into the ocean is just inefficient. If pirates wanted you dead, they'd stab you, shoot you, or just toss you overboard. Fast, simple, brutal. No performance art required. Walking the plank became popular in the 19th century literature and stage plays. Authors thought it sounded cool and dramatic, so they wrote it into their stories. Then Hollywood saw it and said, yes, put this in every pirate movie, and now we all think it was a real thing. So the truth? You weren't taking a dramatic final walk while contemplating your life choices. You were getting shanked and shoved off the side. Way less cinematic, way more historically accurate. Pirates were brutal, but they weren't wasting time on theatrics. They had rum to drink and ships to plunder. From pirate myths to bedroom nightmares, this next one is something every parent believes. Sugar makes kids hyper. Parents have been blaming sugar for decades, but the hyperactivity was inside your head the whole time. Every parent knows this one. Give a kid sugar and they'll bounce off the walls. Cake equals chaos, Halloween equals nightmare. Except multiple controlled studies have found no link between sugar and hyperactive behavior. Zero. The sugar-hyper connection is basically a collective delusion. Here's the truth. When parents think their kid had sugar, they interpret normal excitement as hyperactivity. It's expectation bias. You expect chaos, so you see chaos. Think about when kids eat sugar. Birthday parties, Halloween, Christmas, these are already exciting, overstimulating situations. The excitement comes from friends, toys, and attention, not the glucose. One study gave parents a placebo, told them their kids had sugar when they didn't, and parents still reported hyperactivity. The kids were normal, but parents were primed to see mayhem. Sugar isn't flipping some switches in kids' brain. It just gets blamed because it's convenient, not the fact that there are 15 screaming children and a clown making balloon animals. Sugar has real health concerns, but hyperactivity? That's on us, not the candy. And there you have it. 6 more myths that have been lying to your face for years, officially debunked. Drop a comment telling me which myth shocked you most, and if you want part 3, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.